dollar sign, yeah, I get that. With dollar signs, let's see how far your bar's gon' get. Don't do no features, less I know you got no price on this. I don't do no beatbox, leave your feet hot. That running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more. Dollar sign, yeah, I get. Don't do no features, less I know you got no price on this. I don't do no beatbox, leave your feet hot. That running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a. To find a with some guap with your bro. Got no cap. We counted big bucks before I saw that TikTok. Your favorite rapper probably waiting on the next trend. I'd rather get it out the mud before you help me. That boy Mike DZ, he don't rock with me. They ain't no stopping me. I seen them pop up at the cut when fans start upping all my streams. I remember ain't nobody used to talk about my heat. I remember everything, I never throw away receipts. I don't do no beatbox, leave your feet hot. That running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a. To find a with some guap, oh, I see they catch a. Oh, God. If you see Cap, just put the Billy on it. Got the city on it. I was riding in that Civic, homie, probably with a shorty. Now I never like to kick it. Everybody keep recording. Go by two things in my lifestyle: money and lose. Everything start getting better, you gon' see they ain't even cool with you. Bad tryna fool with them. Want nothing to do. Fake love tryna make amends just cause of that little bitty trend on TikToks. Leave your feet hot, that running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a. To find a with some guap, I go by dollar sign, yeah, I get that. Without them dollar signs, let's see how far your bar's gon' get. Don't do no features, less I know you got no price on this. This double lamb ain't got OGs, just throw a beat and I'ma eat, look.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I you the making what temperature they rise? If you leave me, you're good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to never did it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con the carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Oh, no. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they cut my fancy. They do me, I give banky. Oh, no, 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 no,
This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. To the middle. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Putting that Stanton to the test, big fella, banging it down. Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season, playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Lopez, the screen. And Holiday, here we go. Yep, that one goes. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Towns down low.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak of an athlete. At his size, with his agility and length and strength. And what really makes him special is that he works so hard on the defensive end. If he's on you, he's going to make it a long night for you.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Lopez. No good with a layup. Right wing. Here's Anderson. No luck on that one. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Lopez. Pass to Middleton. Holiday with the ball. And the Bucks miss again. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Connaughton. Now Lopez. Anderson covers. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Antetokounmpo. Wide open. And it's Noel with a rebound. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Minnesota in the lead. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
And Grant, last season, Drew Holiday winning the NBA Teammate of the Year award for the second time.
Yeah, and in 2021, B.A., he got the NBA Sportsmanship Award, too. So needless to say, Holiday tremendously respected by his peers and known for his dedication to others.
Here's Forbes. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Pat Connaughton.
You know, that's what Forbes has to do now. He's got to be aggressive, force the defender into a tough spot, and be ready to handle that contact.
He's perfect from the line this time. You know, for this Bucks team, they seem to play together as well as any team we've seen recently.
Yeah, this team has a bunch of players who complement each other very well. And they've got so many different ways that they can play on the floor. That's what makes them so successful. Well, that and Giannis.
Here's Brent. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Brent's a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Pass to Middleton. Ooh, ripped away. Here we go, one-on-one. On the wing, Forbes. Rejected by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Here's Noel over Connaughton. Noel, no good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Drew Holiday.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Here's Reed. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Continuing to improve as a passer. Bryn Forbes impressing as a distributor there.
Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo for three. And so the first quarter is in the books. The T-Wolves on top. Up 6. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And here's Russell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Towns. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, he's almost the perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. And Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. But he says, quote, "I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about the trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career." Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Allie. Thanks for that. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Ingles from outside. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Ingles got himself on the board with a 3 there. And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
BA, I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you've got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Lets it go from deep. Ingles, no good.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to Anderson. Outside Russell. Picked by Gobert. And Russell, here we go. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to Ingles. Back to Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
What do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Back to Ingles. Lots of room. Again, Milwaukee.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. A minute 39 left in the second quarter. Pass to Forbes. Hill with the steal. 3 on 3. Up top, Lopez. Pulls up, high post. Count it.
And, you know, Lopez is very much a real threat to drop one in from that range. I mean, he's an excellent shooter for his size.
Here's Forbes. And here's Reed. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Here's Forbes. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Over to the wing. Pass to Lopez. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. Hill for 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Lets it fly. Noel, no good.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Now here's Hill. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Like the patience here by Hill. Never loses sight of the shot clock and knows how to get a quality shot before the buzzer sounds.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top, up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
You know, and where the Bucks seem to dominate every year is on the glass, particularly at the defensive end. #1 in the league the last 4 seasons.
Gobert with the bucket.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Back to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points. And Grant, I guess for the Bucks, hey, you can't teach size.
And they're good fundamentally as well, B.A. I mean, they block out, they fight to maintain position. If you're going to beat them, it probably won't be with second chance points.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the continuity for the Bucks is a strength. Chris Middleton said, quote, "We've been through every type of situation, so you know what to expect. There's no need to worry about failing because you know what you need to do." Brian, some call it corporate knowledge.
Well, key aspect when it comes to NBA dynasties. Thanks, Alan. He misses the free throw.
Everybody knows Giannis is elite. But just in case you have any doubt, he's got a trophy case you need almost the whole team to lift.
He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Well, Clark, Antetokounmpo's awards certainly do put him in some rare company.
Along with Jordan and Hakeem the Dream, B.A. I mean, Giannis is one of 3 players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Rarefied air indeed.
Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Edwards gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Connaughton, left side. Here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And Gobert with a block. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to Connaughton. Two-handed jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Russell with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. From about 19. Here's Gobert. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
The Bucks trail. Pass to Lopez. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Edwards with a drive. It counts! And the foul! That's on Brook Lopez.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
So both teams making some changes here.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Out to the right wing. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And now they decide to foul intentionally. No good on the free throw. You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
Milwaukee calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
You know, in Ibaka's case, his explosiveness turned into reliability. Entering the league, he was really a raw athlete. Now he's a polished, consistent, and willing mentor to the younger guys. That's valuable on a championship caliber team.
On the wing, Forbes. Misses the 3. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Outside, Hill. And Gobert with a block. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Noel. Back to Forbes. This one for 3. That shot missing. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Nora. High post Ibaka. Takes the 3. And they recover it. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Nora. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Antetokounmpo outside. Outside Holiday. To tie it up. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outside Russell. Pass to Reed. The kick out to Edwards. Shot from 12. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 3-point game. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. Now Russell. Here's Towns. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. One minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holiday. Back to Middleton. And the layup is good off the glass. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Back to Gobert. Antetokounmpo with the block. Down low. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Jrue Holiday.
Connaughton outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
An outstanding athlete. Pat Connaughton was a pro baseball pitcher, registering 96 miles per hour on the radar gun. However, Pat chose hoops, and the Bucks are glad he did.
Well, talking about Pat Connaughton, he's not the first guy to be drafted in pro baseball and then the NBA, Clark.
Hey, B.A., not surprising coming from you, that factoid, because of all the baseball games you call. But you're right, Danny Ainge played in the big leagues. How about this? I didn't know Dale Curry had been drafted in both the round ball and the hard ball, meaning baseball. So precedent for that type of dual talent.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He got his squad fired up, saying, quote, now it's our time. If we want to take over this game, here is the moment. His guys look ready to deliver. We'll see.
Thanks for that, Allie. To the right side. And here is Antetokounmpo. The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
The open shot by Edwards. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Outside Holiday. And he drives in. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
You know, when Giannis is being this aggressive on offense, he can be really hard to stop. Defense needs to make an adjustment.
The 3 from Russell. Towns with the ball. Antetokounmpo covering. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Inside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And that one's good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the Bucks with some changes.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Bucks.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Substitution on the board.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hill with the double team. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Forbes. 3-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he's able to get it back. And here's Portis. Oh, he misses the dunk. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Forbes can't get it to go. Ingles from outside. He can't hit that time.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time...
Yeah. They gon' wanna know how they come. Yeah. Up first, better not miss that. Tell me if you with that. gon' be easy to me. I got a bankroll. Doing what I say, so cause they on payroll. I got all purple on my shoes, I look like Saints Row. If I let you take my flick, you better catch my angle. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left. Said that she came back, now she thought you got my real love. Girl, that was another test. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left. Only do it if it feel natural, I can't force it. They say where you get that swag from, I bought this. If you ask me, then I'm number one, but that's my opinion. You could go check the stats yourself, just start sounding in it. Tryna compete with me in the same lane. Around, I'm in my own way, see if they maintain. Feeling like I'm almighty, so fashion, yeah, fashion fanatic.
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. Now here's McCollum. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
New Orleans on D. After Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer.
Though he's a humble guy at heart, there's entertainment value to almost everything Zion does.
It's stolen by Jones. It's deflected. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Fires it up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. There's no question this team can shoot the ball, and that's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And so Jones nails both of them.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension of Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Here's Ingram following the score by New Orleans. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Ingram right side. Launches a three. No good from Valanciunas. On the wing, Jones. Into the lane. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
For three, Ingram. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Valanciunas. All alone. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
Right wing. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside, Jones. Uncovered. They get it again. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Shoots and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, that is why we call CJ a combo guard. He can score with the best, but he also can facilitate.
First time out of the game called for New Orleans. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
Here's Alvarado. Hernangomez a screen. Knocked loose. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Alvarado. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And it's Hayes in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. That's good by Hernangomez.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Murphy with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And so here is New Orleans. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
To the middle. Hernangomez. And the shot is good. Hernangomez has got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
That one's off. Still out of sync.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
1 second left. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. New Orleans on top, leading by 3. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New Orleans.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands. Good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And Jones has it in the corner. Up top, Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. And it's McCollum in the corner. From past the arc. No good from Valanciunas. Pelicans trailed by 3.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
It's McCollum on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Out to Ingram. This one for 3. And again, no good by New Orleans. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series, they took to 6 games, but yeah, they couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year, things will be different.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. New Orleans moving it around. The tray. Back to Valanciunas. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Jones for three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. In the corner, it's Ingram. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Nance with it. He's picked up by Nance. No good from Valanciunas. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by Valanciunas. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position. And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Williamson.
An absolute force in the lane. Once Zion sees an opening, he rips through it.
Pass to Hayes. Ingram outside. And here's McCollum for three. That shot off the mark. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Graham in the corner. From the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession of the court. New Orleans making a switch here. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Williamson right side. Pass to Alvarado. Back to Williamson. Here's Alvarado. Kicks it out to Williamson. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
30 seconds left to play here in the half. The layup off target. Pelicans trail by 3. Out to the wing. Outside Murphy. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. To the wing right side. For 3. Got it up.
We're seeing the two-way talent of Zion, and he's only going to get better.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 3-point lead. Ingram outside. Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. Ingram's got 9 points.
Becoming consistent from beyond the arc, it's completely changed how you have to defend Ingram.
McCollum outside. Over Williamson. McCollum no good. And so it's New Orleans with it. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Pass to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Williamson. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Count it. McCollum's got his first points in this one.
C.J. McCollum is so crafty at finding ways to capitalize inside. What a play.
Kicks it out to Jones. Williamson, the screen. High post shot. Jones, no luck. Pelicans trailed by 4. Ingram outside. Krill's the three-pointer. Ingram's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
When they look that good, Ingram is so consistent. Defense, you have to keep a closer eye on him.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Screen by Valanciunas. Three-pointer. And it's Ingram missing. The Pelicans trail. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum from deep three-point land. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the inside. Here's Nance. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Goes up on the high post. That one doesn't drop. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And Valanciunas now atop the key. To the paint. Now Ingram. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can't let Ingram get established down there. When he does, he burns you from it.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Nance. .146 left in the third quarter. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And it's a 7-point Pelican lead. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Big group substitute here for New Orleans. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
And here is Ingram. He's got 11. Down low. Out to the right wing. Lock at 6. Hernangomez. off with the layup. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin, out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
Pass to Daniels. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Hernangomez. Hernangomez has got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Out to the right wing. Got a piece of it. Hayes with the steal. Ingram outside. There's 14 seconds left in the third. And that one drops for him. And now an 11-point Pelican lead.
The production from Ingram just keeps getting better and better. A guy who knows how to get buckets.
Good if it goes. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with a and as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's Jones with the ball for New Orleans. Elbow shot is on the way. And finished off by Williamson.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
To the right side. Screen by Valanciunas. Shoots from the elbow. Pelicans with the rebound. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. McCollum from deep three-point land. Misses the deep three-point attempt. There's the three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Pelicans trailed by 12. Outside, Jones. Here's Williamson. Out to Ingram. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. No good on the three.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Williamson with it. Jones covering. Puts it up from 12. And the Pelicans miss again.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
McCollum outside. Back to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Valanciunas has a look from the mid-range. He is very comfortable taking it.
Mr. Williamson. Screen by Valanciunas. Williamson in the post. Doesn't go that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now Valanciunas. Stolen by McCollum. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Williamson to end the cold streak. And it's good on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 12. and an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Personal foul. Substitution on the court.
New Orleans now, time running out. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Williamson with the block.
And you look at Zion's playing style. Everything he does borders on the spectacular.
Lays it up and banks it in.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
Master Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
New Orleans moving it around. Jones for three. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Williamson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Williamson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trailed by 14. There's a minute left in the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pelicans.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Brandon Ingram.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
That free throw missing. Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
Pass to Hernangomez. On the wing, Daniels. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. That's good on the jump shot.
Though Devontae is a natural-born scorer, he's developed into a solid playmaker as well.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Alvarado. Can't cash in.
Clearly a foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Pelicans, Jose Alvarado. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Graham gets a wide open look on the money. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by
We take it higher every day. 큰 목걸이 하나 하는 거보다 긴 19개. 하나에 500만 원이면 한번 계산해. 500만 원 next 19. That means I'm getting paid. Yeah, grinding every day. Yeah, 손으로 모아 play. Yeah, yeah. Look, 나름 겸손해. Yeah, 너무 감사해. Yeah, 민지가 주는 필요 없어 꾸준히만 하면 돼. Yeah, let's get it.
putting on a show again. It's the holidays, how come it always ends this way? You can't take that pressure off you just to put it on me. Talking to your friends on the phone, airing our dirty laundry. Strawberry, raspberry, candlelight, satellite, television, x-ray vision. What's it gonna take for you to listen? Well, you can change your mind now, but you can't change your decision. You can change your mind now, but you can't change your decision. Cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much. There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last over again. Well, I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,001 won't be so bad. Well, strawberry.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Edwards can't hit. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Al Russell following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Towns down low. And it's sent back by Plumlee. They get it back. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Anderson's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Good to see Hayward out there on the floor. For the past few years, this guy's dealt with a ton of injuries.
And it's a shame, B.A., because when he's completely healthy, he's proven he's capable of making an all-star team. Consider this. In every season but his rookie year, he's been a double-digit scorer, and he always does it in very efficient fashion. Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
Now here's Hayward. Pass the ball. Here's Rozier. Plumlee with the screen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. I asked him about the challenge of this team, and he said those guys are really aware. They don't take bad shots or make mental errors. And that puts a lot of pressure on us to be just as efficient as they are. We must value our possessions and match them shot for shot. Kevin?
Appreciate that, D.A. Thanks. We'll see if they can defend and close out on shooters the way they hope to.
Yeah, and one way to take a good shooter out of his rhythm, force him to put the ball on the floor.
The other thing is avoid fouling. Don't bail guys out and give away points at the line.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Charlotte leading by 5. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here's Rozier. Gobert pulls it in. Now the Timberwolves with it. Still without a basket in the game. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The kick out to Ball. And he drives in. That shot, no good. Good D by Anderson.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Over to the left wing. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Stolen by Reed. On up the court. Can they get it? And scoring with the play on side is McDaniels. Hornets leading by 3. And here is Rozier. A nice shot by McDaniels.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Pass to Noel. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Oubre outside. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 seconds left. And he dunks it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 4. And we'll get it going. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
And so Russell hits them both.
If there's been a glaring weakness for the Charlotte Hornets these past several seasons, they clearly are not a good enough defensive team. And I mean that both in the painted area and with their perimeter guard play on the defensive end. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Kept alive. Out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And Doris with a strong post presence. Could the Hornets have been a playoff team?
Well, I think it's a foundational piece to any championship level defense. Most of the best defenses begin by taking away the painted area and easy shots and build outward, Kevin. So for me, it's more than just individual parts. You have to add in mentality and commitment and defensive principles that are built from the coach on through the personnel.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Right side Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
To the call for the away team, Mason Plumlee.
Timberwolves trailed by 4. Russell looking it over. And Anderson has it in the corner. Left side, Towns. They get the rebound. Out to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Towns, the screen. Launches a 3. Out of hand on it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And the Hornets with possession here. 4-point game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by 4.
In the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Minnesota calls timeout. Timberwolves trailed by 6. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in at half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Outside Edwards. 4 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Edwards got his first 2 points.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. 102 left in the first half of basketball. There's a screen by Williams. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards inside. And it's in there. And now just a 4-point Hornets lead.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Plumlee. The shot will not fall. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. Plumlee with the rebound.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Rozier with the ball. Charlotte no good that time either. some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets ahead, leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hornets leading by 4. Outside, Ball puts one up from 19, and they pick up 2. Plumlee's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Charlotte. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
Offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. And the layup's good off the glass. Plumlee's got 6 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Ball. Pass to Richards.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Outside Russell. Now Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. For 3, Hayward. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A fadeaway. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
So confident in the mid-range game. Karl Anthony Towns knows he can take this shot whenever he wants.
Greg, last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Here's Edwards. Driving the lane. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
There's a screen by Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 10.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now, here's Washington. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
From 12 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Martin for 3. Timberwolves trail. Outside, Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 11 points in the quarter.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Ball with the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 1.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Anderson outside to the paint. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Richards. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here is Forbes. Pass to Noel. Gobert, the screen. To the inside. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 2 on the clock. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. McDaniels in the post. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And the Hornets making a change here. You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Gobert brings the double team. Out to the right wing. All alone. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Hornets. Pass to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Here's Noel. Here's McDaniels. The offensive rebound. Prince wide open. For 3, Forbes sinks the three-pointer. Forbes has got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Plumlee. On the wing, Rozier. Plumlee with the screen. And it's Rozier missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Noel. A three-pointer, no good. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. No good on that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Out left to the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around it. Out to Russell. The three. Hornets with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the basket by Rozier.
If anyone embraces these moments, it's Terry Rozier. The guy is fearless.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're leading by 1. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Pass to Hayward to take the lead. Top of the key, Washington. And Ball gets double teamed. Back to Washington. Frames it from downtown.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Tries again. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
There's a screen by Washington. Ball. Rebound, Minnesota.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Over to the wing. Gobert down low. Pass to Towns. Money!
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Now Hayward. Over Anderson. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
Left side, Anderson. Shot clock at 5. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Russell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that. In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Washington. Oubre on the wing. The kick out to Rozier. Off target from outside.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. We've got 1:48 left in the first overtime. Down low. Here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you, he will find him.
Outside, Russell. Outside, Edwards. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Yep, that one goes in there. Plumlee's got 4 this quarter.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Hornets trail by 4. Rozier looking around. Minnesota with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And stolen by Russell. Over Oubre. Russell, no good.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
It's rebounded by Towns. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Russell. Sinks the 15-footer. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. To the middle. Here's Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, the team leans into his ability to carry the offense. And right now, Karl Anthony Towns is a problem for the defense.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 8. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation.